I think Bain and Google did a study, Sixth Sense did a study that said in our B2B world, day one, when the company decides they need to hire, they need to bring in a tech solution, they're officially in the buyer mode. Day one, they determine 4 out of the 5 they're going to look at. And then they pick over 90% of the time, they award the deal to one of those
Right.
companies. So, to all of your point here, if you have not built the trust with that 95% of the market that isn't in the market to buy, when they decide to buy and they don't know you, they don't trust you, you're out.
Yeah.
You're not considered. And if you're brought in just as a competitive pressure for the other guys. That's at the very early stages. You talked, Misty, about that you've got to be there for the whole journey.
Mhm.
How does trust impact not only the day one getting on the list, but how does it impact those early stages, mid stages, late stages? How does this trust equity that you built up that got you onto the list, how does it help closing that deal, which might take a year?
Again, I think it's the intentionality. People know if you're invested in them. Finally, something drops and they need something that you provide. As long as you've stayed the course, like I don't know that there's any relationship that Seth and I have currently built over the last almost 2 years that we are not constantly checking in on, not from a sales perspective, though, not from a transactional. Honestly, these are people we are building true relationships with of, oh my gosh, how's the new grandbaby? How's this? It is not in any way unauthentic. Like we truly are invested in what people are doing, how they're growing businesses. Oh, you just got a new role. Tell us more about it. Also, who can we make sure knows about that you're doing this? Because that's going to be a better connection. At the end of the day, we're building community. And if you continuously have your eye on building that community, that trust continues to grow and grow.
Yeah, and I will add to that, Misty is correct. We do have conversations with these people in our community, in our network, about how they're doing because we genuinely care and they know that. I will say, though, there are times when we do have to ask that question. Are there initiatives coming up that we can be involved in conversation about? But it makes it easier for us to ask those questions because they know who we are. And look, we were just on a call last week and it was like, okay, so things are moving within the company and they're moving at a certain pace. Do we set this call for 3 weeks or 4 weeks later? We can talk about kids and sports and whatever else it is, but in order to have a conversation about this particular thing, when do we want to have this? We build those relationships to be allowed to ask those questions.
That's so true. Seth will back this because this is probably the part, Steve, that I struggled with the most coming into this role. Because while I had done some development work back when I was younger in a very different capacity, this type of role was hard for me. While we were talking to people that I had built relationships with and brought into this role of talking to and telling about what I was doing, I remember the first time we were just inviting people to go to dinner. And I said to Seth, I'm like, I don't think I can do this. I don't think I can do this. Oh my gosh, they're going to think I'm selling to them. They're going to not want to talk to me anymore. I was so like, oh my gosh. And then all of a sudden, I like was getting responses back. Oh my gosh, I'd love to do this. So it'd be great to catch up. And I'm calling him and I'm like, they responded to me. And I still to this day, Seth will be like, send a quick follow-up. We haven't followed up with so-and-so. And I'm like, hi, I hope you're well. Like I struggle, but he's always right. It does truly come down. It's like we have permission to do that because people know that there is a trust layer there. But it has been the part that I have struggled the most with.
Here's the other side of the reality, or the other side of the coin, we'll say. There are still people that won't look at it that way. They will still think, because of our titles, that it's a sale. And they will back away. And that has happened. It has happened. That's fine. That's okay. It's going to happen. But we are confident that we have built such good relationships with other people that it's okay to lose a few. Maybe they don't want to be my friend anyway. I don't want to be their friend too.